Good morning, class. Today we're going to start a new project with tessellations. Now we saw a lot of tessellations as you're coming into classroom. And MC Escher is the master of tessellations. He is the artist, Mr. MC Escher, that does all sorts of tessellations. To start our own tessellation, there's this worksheet here that can remind us of the steps of how to do this. And I'm going to show you, each one of you will have your own worksheet. I'm going to show you on this green square, and you will each have your own green square to try this. So we have side A, side B, side C, and side D. All you need to remember is that A and B are across from each other, C and D are across from each other, okay? And I'm going to cut something out from side A and move it over to side B. Now it can be any shape, any design, doesn't really matter. So I'm going to maybe do a wiggly kind of shape. And then you just cut it out. You want to make some kind of more intentional, like if you're trying to make a fish or something, you could do that too. Instead of just a shape like I did, but I'm just going to make it kind of like any old shape. Alright, now I'm going to take a piece of tape. I've taken A and I put it right by B, and I'll line them right up next to each other. Tape down. Bam. Went from corner to corner. And if it's not quite right, your tape pretty much should come up and you can redo it down again if it's not quite close enough. Perfect. Now I could draw something on C or D and just move it to the other side as well. So I'm going to maybe make some fire. I'm going to cut this shape out now. I drew it on C and it's going down to D. Oh, and now I realize the shape I did was too difficult. So you can always erase and make it different. Because this green piece of paper is not your final artwork. It's just going to help you make your artwork. Cut that out, and I'm going to tape it down here. Notice I still have my writing visible. I'm not flipping it around. I'm going to line it up corner to corner and tape it down. Now I have this very unusual shape. I'm going to put it just anywhere on your paper. The first time it doesn't matter necessarily. I'm going to trace around it. All the way around all the sides. I'm going to do this not super dark with my pencil in case I make a mistake and you need to erase. Now let's see if I did my tessellation right. If I did this correctly, it should fit inside of itself. I'm not moving this around. This guy, I'm just keeping him the same way. And oh look! It fits right down here. So you can see these lines match up with these lines. So I'm going to use it to treat it like a puzzle piece and trace it again. Making sure it's lined up right next to it. And I went off the edge of my paper, and that's perfect. I can go over here on this side of my original drawing, and it fits. So I'm going to line it up, treat it like a puzzle piece, and trace the other sides that have not been drawn, because this side I don't need to trace because I already drew it over here. So I'm going to just trace these three sides. And that looks pretty nice. We're going to keep on tessellating it, fitting it up here, making sure we're going off all my edges. So I need to go off the edge up here. Making sure, oh, there's not a line right here, so I need to be tessellating it over here. Does it fit? It does. Alright. I'm just going to fill up my whole page to make sure I've got it tessellating all the way across my page, matching it up like a puzzle piece, and then moving it over until you've got the whole thing done. Now, am I done? I'm missing one spot up here. Notice this is all one piece, and we know that's separate, so I've got to go up here and draw my line. Now I am done. I'm good. Alright, so I've got my tessellation. It looks kind of odd. That's okay. When you have done this, you early bird quick workers can start tracing your pencil line and markers, and we're going to work more on that next time, but the next step would be tracing all of your outlines with markers, and we'll be coloring these in with color in a specific pattern. This is what we're going to get working on today. Do your best job and get started.